I guess this is welcome back to the farm, my friends. Here we go. So on today's list of things to do, why is that upside down? No, that is really weird. My son, you know, William, he's a pain in the neck sometimes. He'll do weird stuff, and I think he has flipped my thing. Anyway, so this is a 379 Peterbilt 2003 model. A little dirty in here. Oh yeah, I gotta clean it out because I gotta clean it out. So it's not bad. Anyways, what we're gonna do is I have never put the decals on the side of this door on this thing. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna show you how to do it the way I was taught how to do it a long time ago. And if you do it any differently than this, well, that's your business. I'm hoping that you can see me. Okay, so first things first, when you're going to do this, you got to pick a spot. You got to pick a spot that's going to work. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to put it there. You got to pick a spot that is going to work. And then you're going to want to measure these things, right? So this is actually kind of nice. The decals, Teresa did this, and the decals are, unfortunately, she bought white ones for some silly reason. I have no idea why. I would like to put it back here, okay? Or even on the door would be good. On the side door. But the problem is, when you go to do this, it takes one for either side. And I guess there might be enough room there. The problem is the rivets. You see these rivets? So we're kind of locked into this door, like so, which is fine. I'm not going to complain about that. But Teresa ordered them, and for some reason she ordered white letters for the DOT, not for hire and the 80K GPW. So what I think I'm going to do, now bear with me here, I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure front to back and go from there. But before we do that, what I want to do is actually wash this thing. Put that in there. Obviously, if you want to clean it. That's interesting. Now this truck has not had a bath in a while, and you can see the dirt run. You do not want to put decals on a dirty door. Put decals on a dirty door, what are you going to have? You're going to have shit. Lifted decals. So start clean. No wax or anything. Has to be clean. And obviously this door is about as filthy as it gets. I actually like this truck. I was not a fan of Peterbilt. I prefer a Mack for the durability of the Mack. I've had Macks. I've had General Motors or white. Volvo whites. I liked the Volvo white. I thought it was okay. Pretty much an off-the-shelf truck. And I did not like the truck that I had gotten the red Peterbilt. I never liked that red Peterbilt. Never. And you know, as silly as that sounds, everybody's like, oh Pete, but that was a 389. If you know the story, you know the story. I'm not going to keep repeating. All right, so after a few things that we had go wrong, not here, but in the shop, and a little bit of aggravation, you know how that goes, I'm able to get back to this. So somebody put oil in my squirt bottle, and I don't know if you've ever had that experience, but it's kind of, these things are designed for water, or they're designed for windshield cleaner, right? So you really don't want to be putting oil in your squirt bottles, because when you want to use it for what it's intended for, it is then fucked up. Excuse the language, but I'm a little annoyed. So Okay. Why do I need a squirt bottle? Squirt bottle, you put a little bit of Dawn dishwashing soap. In this case, I used Palmolive. You put that in there, right? And then you wet that thing down with it, okay? I just got to make sure that this is going to come off of here without any issues before I go and wet it down, because it could become annoying. And I'm hoping you guys can see what I'm doing. Ooh. Let's see. Let's do this. Can we? Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe that's chromium, so you can't really see, but I'm pretty sure you can see now. Okay, cool. I'm hoping I'm doing a good job here. If I screw this up, I'm gonna post it anyway, just because that's the way I am. Okay, excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so what you do, when you get your decals, they did a pretty decent job here, and I'll give you the name of the company that did it. Teresa had it done online, and if you've ever done these before, you know that they can be an absolute pain in the ass. Okay, you know that they can just be an absolute pain in the ass. All right. So I have pre-marked the center and the top there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get that wet. You're probably, if you've never done this before, you're probably thinking, oh my God, why did you just get that all wet? They're stickers. You can't have stickers wet, right? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You can. And you do. Okay. So, why did I do that? I did that because you can then finagle it to the direction you want it. And I'm not quite where I want it yet. So we kind of need that thing to, I'm going to stand back a little bit here. And you can move it around then, because if you don't, you can't move it around. I think that looks pretty good. So there it is. So what you do then is you take your squeegee here and you squeegee out all the water. It's best to do it from the sides like this, you know, and you don't want to have any issues here. So you get all that water out of there. And pray that it releases from the sticker then, because now what that water is doing, it is actually going to release the paper from the stickers themselves. And there it is. Huh, there must be some dirt or something on there. And hopefully it does exactly what it's supposed to do, and that is to peel off of the decals that I put on, which it is looking like it's going to do that. And the whole idea is to make sure that all the water is out from underneath there. Okay? Or soapy water is out from underneath there, because if you don't, when you go to pull this paper back, it'll just lift the decal right off your door that you were working on. So spend a little time, ladies and gentlemen, spend a little bit of time. And it doesn't take long. It don't take long to get them out. You just got to spend a little bit of time. See, there was a little bit in the tractor, and this is really going to pop when I get it out of there. It's going to look really nice. I'm hoping it does anyway. At least that's the plan. And you can see there's still water bubbles or whatnot in there. So this is what we're going to do. Oh, there's one. Decided it wasn't going to stick, right? Did decide it wasn't going to stick, which is fine. You can get it on there. very carefully, very slowly. These decals may lift a little bit because of the water. I may be rushing this a little bit. I don't think I am, but as long as we get them to transfer the way I want them to, that's fine. I did this a couple of times already in my life, so you know, don't fault me here if I'm not doing it the way you would do it. That's just the way it is, you know. Pretty sure these door signs are supposed to be 2 inches, but they're not. They're going to be what I say they are. I don't think that I'm going to have any problems with DOT, but you never know. You know, sometimes they get a little pissy, but yeah. Okay. Let's see if we get the sucker to stick. I want it to stick so I'm not fighting with it. There it is. Yep. These computer decal making machines are, I forget what the hell they're called, but they do a really good job. Yeah, really good job. Oh, look at that. Some bitchin' letter wants to blow off. Oh yeah. And as clean as I have this, I'm rather surprised that they want to cause me an ass ache the way they are. The only other thing I can do, and I'm going to try it right now before I get to the tractor side of it, is I'm going to actually douse the what do you call it with that? The paper itself. The wax paper itself. And maybe that'll cause it to release a little better. I don't know, because they're not releasing from the paper. And that might be what the issue is. Seems to me that that is the way it's going to be. Yep. That little bit of water on the paper itself has allowed the thing to release from my stickers here. And I'm not going to bore you with both sides. I'm just going to do this one side and pray that everything goes well on the other side. Very nice. There's an awful lot of surface that has to come off of here. Just patience, man. I really like this decal. I like the artwork that is on this thing with the tractor, the baler. And the reason I'm using this, my friend Debbie Hill, she actually made the artwork, but it was in black and white. And it was done for the baling, the custom baling crew thing. And I liked it so much, but when we started to embroider it, it's like, black and white looks okay, but boy, would it be nice if it was done with color, right? Everybody likes color, and I am included in that. I like color, so we decided to go ahead and have Teresa's friend in the Philippines. His name is Ramel. And Ramel and Poressa, they have a little business going on over there. We helped them out with that as well, because we're good people and we like to help our friends. Friends are hard to find. Good friends last a lifetime, and unfortunately for me, I've had no luck with friends, to be honest with you, because I always put more into a friendship than I ever get out of one. And you know how that is when you get to my age. It's like, you know what, I don't need friends. They're a pain in the ass. But then you watch a movie like Harry Potter. Now that is an awesome friendship movie. If you don't know the Harry Potter story, and I mean, maybe if you do, but look at the friendship side of it more than the evil Voldemort guy. I mean, I like Voldemort. I think he's a misunderstood soul, to be honest with you. But that's just me. The friendships, and that's what it's all about. The whole movie is really the bond of friendship and how sometimes it can be tested. Friendship is always tested, and the willingness to work things out. And these are words of why. So in my life, I've had friends come and friends go, and the reason I say that is because, you know, when you put a lot into a friendship and then, you know, you're there for that friend, you help that friend out or whatnot, and when it comes down to it, oop, I almost lost my U. I didn't even see it. That little bastard did not release at all. So you put so much into a friendship, and then when you need them, I mean, you're there for them, but then when you need them, like really actually, hey, you know, I'm in a bind here. Do you think you could help me out? Nah, I'm sorry, I got too much in my own life going on. You have more time than I do, and I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. Well, that's a compliment in a way, but it's also a slap in the face, because you know what? I was there for those people. I helped those people. I made it so that they could have, you know, I guess I'm like a catalyst, non-paid catalyst, you know. But I was there for them. I wanted them to succeed in what they were doing and help them through their hard time. I have several friends that were down on their luck, and I was able to lend a financial hand to them. Not with money. I know I don't give them money away, but there it is. Okay, so we'll just give this the once over without scratching the shit out of it. Financially, I'm there to help you with your, let's say, if I have something that I'm not using, like even scrap metal. I had one person who was, we won't even use his name because I've used him in the past and I have a name for him that isn't exactly nice, but gave him, he's like, oh man, I need money, I gotta feed my family, and he, believe me, I have a lot of mouths to feed. Sure, I got some scrap metal, you know, it's not gonna make me or break me if I deliver it or not, but I'll help you out. I'll give you the scrap metal, old equipment and pieces, and he hauled a lot out of here. And then when it was all said and done, what's the bastard do? He decides that he wants my land, my farmland, the land that I was farming, because he was farming as well. And that pretty much sealed the deal there. It's like, oh, I'm like, you know, you're pretty successful on the ground that you farm, and my ground isn't so good. Well, I don't think there's any such thing as bad ground. There's just bad farmers. You can make any piece of ground perform if you treat it correctly. And those are just, that's just, they're not wise words, they're just the words of truth. So we're gonna take a stand back here, and you can now see that Pandy Farms LLC, Pandy family, Frenchtown, New Jersey, and in white is a GVWR. They should have been in black, but they are there nonetheless, and they actually have a little bit of a shadowing effect. I don't know if you can see them through the camera, but I think it looks pretty good. I like it. As legal as it's gonna be. It looks good. And the whole truck needs a bath now because I cleaned the door and it looks whiter than the rest of it. But anyways, I'm gonna do the other side, and I don't think I need to bore you with that. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and hopefully I helped somebody out that didn't know how to actually do this. That's just regular water with some Palmolive dish soap. Get yourself a little plastic scraper or a mixing spatula there, and you saw what I did. Take your time, and it'll come out pretty nice, I think. What do you think, Tim? You think it looks good? Yeah, I think it looks good. And I was thinking about putting it there, but I decided to just leave it there. It needs to be on both doors in order to be legal. So yeah, there it is.
Why couldn't you have it with the black letters?
Because I didn't order it, Teresa did, and it's okay. It's there. It doesn't matter what color they are. They are visible, you just got to look at them. If worse comes to worse, I'll outline them with a black magic marker.
I guess.
Yeah, that's right, and it'll look okay. Anyways, thanks for watching.